Good morning again, guys. As I mentioned before, I had to come into work this morning. Had a meeting with my boss after quite a few delays, but all looks good. There's the project that I was working on. I told you guys I had a big breakthrough on it. He said it worked great, looks good. Got to wrap some few things up, got a few extra changes to make, some more logging and some more auditing type stuff. No problems, I can do that in just a couple of days. And then moving on to next thing. That's one of the things I really do love about this job. The last job that I worked, I sat there and worked on one project for a year and a half or more and still had not finished it because there were just so many requirements and they were constantly changing, and then it was maintenance stuff after that, and it was such a pain in the butt, realistically. So having something like this where every day I get a little bit of change, it's actually kind of nice. It's kind of a step in a good direction for me. And of course, while I was in there, I had to take advantage of the on-site clinic. Flu shots have finally become available, and I went ahead and got mine. Don't know your thoughts and opinions on flu shots and vaccines and stuff like that. Really don't care because it does not impact me in the slightest. I'm just saying that I get a flu shot every year because I don't like the idea of getting the flu, and since I've been getting them, I have not gotten the flu, so I'm just going to continue that. But at this point, it is time to head home. I've got to get some lunch, got to get home, get set up, get working, good stuff. Bouncy balls, but bouncy balls with stairs.
They bounce really good.
That's kind of their whole purpose in life. Hello. What you doing? Making a pizza? Pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza. Pizza.
Homemade pizza.
Homemade pizza. No, she totally ran out to Little Caesars and picked this up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah? Is not a $5 hot and ready? Not a sponsor. Pizza. That good stuff, Duncan? I ask you every time you eat something, but he's gone. He's in Netflix and chill mode. I am a big fan of the homemade pizza. It's a little greasy, but tasty. A whole lot better than buying one of those frozen ones, or getting most of the ones you can get out someplace. Trader Joe's stuff. Is it all Trader Joe's?
Everything but the pepperonis.
Everything but the pepperonis. Good stuff, and not terribly expensive. Well, I've gotten to redeem myself as a geek and a gamer. He's playing this Power Rangers Legends game that he demanded, and somehow or another I am okay at the game after playing it for 5 minutes. It's designed for kids. I mean, you know. He says it's super duper hard though. You winning?
I just started the beginning.
He's just discovered this afternoon that he can come up and lay down in his bed. We try not to let him play too much, but normally he plays when he's on the couch, and he realized his mommy was on the phone and was being kind of loud, and he wanted to be able to hear the game. And I said, well, you could go lay down in your bed. I can? Yeah, so that's where he is now. So we're going to have to be extra careful, making sure that he's not spending too much time playing. You know, it's been a couple of days since I've actually flown anything, so I decided to come out here with the JJRC H6C this evening. Don't know if I'll be using the camera on it, probably just flying it around and having some fun with it. Need to make the review of it sometime this week, probably. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to take it out and fly it, maybe use some of this footage later. Little gun shafter flying the JJ1000 the other day and crashing hardcore. Ooh, spun me right round. That was a pretty rough landing there. Looks like we're all good. Had a bit of a sort of a bounciness to it. Anyway, hit that tree pretty hard. Yeah, on this channel, if this is in the vlog, this is the channel where you guys get to see kind of the bloopers and the behind the scenes of the quadcopter videos. Because I mean, as much as I make it look like I'm a decent flyer, ooh, I'm not the best. I'm not great. I'm still learning. Everybody has to take some time to learn, right? Well, that was a pretty nice pass. I'm really curious what the range is on this thing. Because I know the JJ1000 is touted at like 50 meters. I'd say this one could easily do that. Just so much fun, so fast. So fast I almost worry that I'm going to put it through the kitchen window one of these days. You guys will definitely hear about that if that happens. That's the other problem. I've got that tree right out there, which I think technically is on my property. I don't know. That tree that I'm right in front of, one of these days I'm going to end up with a quadcopter in that one. I almost did. I can't remember which one it was, but it was recently. I hit that thing all the time. This thing right here. I definitely need to do a comparison between this and the Vega 1000 because I think this one may actually have much more pitch. I'm surprised this one hasn't had more coverage. I know people were reviewing it late last year. But I mean, look at the way this flies. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just easily impressed, but this does not fly like a camera quad. I've flown a couple of camera quads, and this is nothing like that. Almost took myself out. That's the other thing. One of these days, one of these vlogs, you'll see me bleeding a lot because I'll end up flying too close to myself, get a bloody nose. Hasn't happened yet, knock on wood. Bing. Right at 6 minutes, and you have to take off probably, I don't know, 15 seconds for all the running back and forth I had to do to pick it up. Anyway, as I was saying, just haven't... Wow, look at those props. I don't know if you can see that or not, but those are green now. Anyway, like I said, I just hadn't been out here and flown in a couple of days and been meaning to fly this thing more. Well, you know what time it is. Time to wrap things up. I was unfortunately a bad daily vlogger this evening. Sometime this afternoon, my buddy Nick, I've mentioned it before, he came by. He's borrowed a couple of things off me recently. Well, because you probably can't even see it over there, I got this XLR microphone in that I tested over on the Tool.tv channel. And when I tested it plugging it into the camera, there was a little bit of a hiss to it. You really can only hear it when you're listening with headphones. I couldn't hear it when I'm listening through speakers or on a mobile device. But still, that little bit of hiss bugged me. So I asked him if I could borrow his XLR mixing board to see if it still had that hiss. Unfortunately, it does still have that hiss. But while he was over here, I didn't even pull out the camera, didn't even think about it. Just, yeah, not in that mentality yet. And of course you saw throughout the evening some of the things that went on. I'm not going to say it too loudly, but Christina has entered full-on nesting mode. She was going through closets and going through drawers and everything, throwing away things that are no longer good and making sure things work and trying this and doing that. And we've got too many of this and why don't we have that? And you know, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So we're sort of going through things and seeing what we need and what we can get rid of and getting rid of things. The weird thing is, and this is going to sound like first world problems because it is, we've actually got too many TVs at this point. A couple of years back, I bought a TV that I was using as a monitor. I've got, you may be able to see around me, I've got 4 monitors set up that I use all the time. But the one I was using was a 32-inch TV, and it worked decently as a monitor, but over time it was just too big to be a monitor for me. 1080p at that size, I could see pixels because I was so close to it. So I've scaled back, kind of. I'm at 3 24-inch monitors, one 26-inch TV that I use, and they work out pretty well. So the 32-inch, we moved upstairs to the bedroom. Well, a little while back, I showed you guys I picked up an Xbox One and a TV combo. So that was a slight upgrade. We put that in the master bedroom. The 32-inch TV didn't really have a place to go. So we've got a solicitation email list through work, so I'm going to see if there's anybody on there that's interested in picking it up at a reasonably low price, and if not, I may just see if somebody in the friends or family zone is interested in it, because it's a decent TV. It's got 3 HDMI inputs and everything, but I wouldn't want to like ship it anywhere. I'd rather give it to somebody or sell it at a really low price to somebody here locally or to somebody in my family that might need it. Anyway, went off on a weird tangent there. Also, by the way, I did a couple of time lapses today, and they did not turn out well at all. As I've learned, basically, unless you have something moving around, it's not great for a time lapse. So like if there are no clouds or anything, and today was a completely cloudless day, one of the first I've seen in a really long time. So the 2 time lapses I've got, which I'm probably showing you at the moment, just kind of looks like the trees are cold and they're shaking because there's a little bit of wind, and I let it go for a really long time. Not a single cloud in the sky. So I'm just gonna kind of give up on that for today. But anyway, been a very long day. My arms are starting to get tired. Hope you guys had a great day where you are. I'm going to try my hardest to get up early in the morning and try to head out to the gym, and might take you guys along with me. I need to go and start running and start exercising again because it has become my goal. Christina and I talked about this tonight before I turned the camera back on. It's my goal. I would like to get back down to my ideal weight, right around 150 pounds before the baby is born. Get there, stay there. You know, continue running, continue working out, continue eating healthier, and try to get back into my optimal size and shape. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, it would be great if you guys would help me stay on target with that. Don't be mean about it or anything, but you know, just ever so often reminders, hey, are you going running? Hey, how's the running going? Hey, how much are you lifting now or anything? I don't know. I may not even be lifting all that much. I'll probably be running more and trying to do a little bit of upper body exercise just to get everything trimmed down and toned down and back into actual decent shape. But you know what, that is going to be about all for me for today. I've got to edit all this up, and I've got to start working on a video for XDA. I keep saying that, and I just haven't done it yet. There's one very specific way that I want to do it, and I haven't gotten it done yet. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support. Christina was very, very happy with all the comments you guys left her yesterday, so thank you so much for that. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.